Welcome to the second half of our show. And y'all know I love talking to young people because old people, it's whatever. But our young people are today. Now, many people say you are tomorrow, and I can't figure that out because you're living today. So the kids of our tomorrow haven't been born yet. So you all are our people today. And we have a group called Journey. And a couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine said, after work, you got to come over to my house. I'm like, why? Since she's my homegirl, and when somebody from your hometown tells you to come somewhere, yeah, all right, fine. So I went over there, and I met a lady named Jaha, and she told me about the group of kids called Journey. And after that, I don't know if I heard everything she said after that, because I was focused on, she said there's a group of kids called Journey and the positive things that you all do. So I was fascinated by that, because I think energizing young people are terrific. And you all need to go out and get the potatoes off the couch and bring them on. Jaha, what made you bring Journey together? And good morning. Yeah.
Thanks for having us. It's Young Journey, and we brought them down today so that they could share some of the experiences that they're doing in the program that was started. It's well over 10 years now, but started in Central Texas in the past couple of years, and they're constantly growing, being prepared for school, for college life, and for the workforce, and learning pro audio, pro video. Yes, they are. They're doing television, music, and a whole lot of other things that I'll let them tell you about.
Okay, all right. So good morning, young people.
Good morning.
How you all doing?
Good.
Okay, so I need some names. I need you all to introduce yourselves.
I'm Tathia.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
Cool. Okay.
I'm Tyler, and I'm 15.
I'm Elise, and I'm 16.
He's a tall one, gonna talk now.
I'm Eric, and I'm 17.
He's 17 feet tall too.
I'm Riot, and I'm 15.
And how you all doing?
Yeah.
So exactly. Now, Jaha, she told me what Journey is to her. Okay, remember that, because she's a few minutes older than you are. So what's Journey to you?
I guess what I like about Young Journey is that we're able to learn about how on TV and stuff and films and everything, we're also able to bring awareness to stuff that we care about and everything at the same time. So I think it's pretty cool.
Good. This young man right here, he's looking at me. She's not going to call my name. She won't see me. Too bad. I saw you.
Well, to me, Young Journey is getting to come together with friends and learn new things with social media and how to work cameras and make videos like short films and teach others how to be a little like us.
Cool. Okay.
To me, it's just a place where people don't really realize how education is important. We get out there and we tell them how everything comes together whenever you grow older and how this affects you when you're young, and doing Children's Mental Health Awareness Day and just other things like that. It just increases awareness for everything from young people when people don't understand oh, we're young, we don't care, they don't care, but we actually care, and we want to make a difference in the world.
Great. Okay. Yeah, we have another one. She was like, who, me?
Well, Young Journey to me, it's really about getting together with friends and just being leaders in the community and through media. And I actually got to make a video for the Flatiron School to put in for an application. So that helped me a lot, even in just building my resume. That's what it's called. To build my resume and just helping the community and being leaders.
So what are some of the volunteer things you do?
We did recently, was it last year or this year? Children's Mental Health Awareness. We got to perform there, so it was this year. We got to perform there, and we led the march from the Capitol to the little stage.
The rest of y'all can come in. Yeah. Oh, did they hear that? She said you all can chime in too. Okay. So
we did a giveaway for Thanksgiving food with turkeys and a whole meal to just giving it out for free.
That's great. Okay. All right. Okay. And what are some of the upcoming things you're going to be doing?
On January 7th, we have a Zumba fitness going on at Austin Film Society. It's just a great way to come exercising for us to kind of show y'all what we do and how we've perfected going live, because it will be live, and so there's preparations and steps that we have to do in order to accomplish that and make it succeed. So this is kind of our way of showing everyone, hey, we did this, we're proud of this. It's something that we worked really hard on.
So you're going to work us out on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
So can people my age come?
Yes, ma'am.
She doesn't know how old I am. Okay. Okay, what else? And now if let's say I was doing something and community-wide, and I needed Young Journey to come and assist me, what would I do?
You would go on our website and look us up and notify us there and email Miss Jaha.
Okay.
And we'll be there.
All right. There's a flyer in front of Miss Jaha. And that's one of the things I will be asking. It's next weekend, so if it's too soon, she can let me know. But she'll let you all know what it's about, because it's very neat. It's for special needs kids. We're providing a workshop for them, for their parents, to learn more about special needs, because we know that's something we kind of lift the carpet up and we sweep it under, then we put it back down, hope it'll go away. And it won't. It doesn't go away. And you have a lot of special needs kids with more talent than you think. It's just that we have to learn to get past the fact of their disability and realize that certain things they can do quite faster than we can. Now, if a young person, how old do you have to be in Young Journey? What's the youngest?
Well, we do pre-K to young adults. We do pre-K to young adults, but the primary target audience is 11 to 18. However, some younger people do slip in there and kind of stick around and join us.
Okay. Now, if let's say you all are out doing an event, and you've noticed these 3 young people have been showing up to each one of your events, but they haven't said anything. They haven't said anything, but you've noticed that they've been there, and they've been really supportive. That they're there. This is the 3rd time you've seen them. What would you tell them? What would you say to them about you've seen them come to your events, but they haven't stepped out yet? So you know how to step out. So what would you tell them? What would you say?
Well, I think we would encourage them to come, maybe join us and tell them about what we're all about, encourage them to not be kind of hidden in the background, help them to, I guess, shine is a word that I'm looking for, shine.
Okay.
Yeah, and like Tyler said, get them to become leaders, because you can't lead from the back, like Tyler was saying.
I would tell them to come join, because we're all one day going to be leaders in the world. We're all going to grow up, so why not start being a leader now whenever you're young and just continue to grow older and stronger.
Okay.
I would encourage them to join, because if they're there, you might as well get into what it is, and not just be on the sidelines like they were saying, but to actually step out and be a leader that people can look up to.
Okay, when you 5 joined Young Journey, there were things that you had to get over. And I'll say, I'm not Young Journey, but the thing I had to get over was radio. Because when I wasn't asked, when I was told that I was doing this, my thing was, no, that's not what Phyllis does. It was Phyllis doesn't do radio. She'll come on your show and talk, but she won't do it. But anyway, I had to get over that, and so much for that. So what did you have to get over what did you overcome when you go, I'm gonna be a part of Young Journey, then you find out something happened, what you're gonna be doing, you go, oops. So what did you overcome? What was your thing you had to conquer this because you were part of Young Journey?
I say probably being bold on camera, just being yourself. When I was thinking, I was so I would have a script, I know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say it, but then when they say, oh, you gotta go out here and say something for mental health awareness, gotta go do what you gotta do. So I guess mine would probably be bold on camera, just going with it.
Okay.
Oh, I think we had to get over being afraid to do things and kind of step out, kind of not be scared to put yourself out there, let other people see what you're doing. And I know I wasn't completely on board with that at first, but I kind of had to get over that, not being afraid.
Okay.
Mine, I would have to say, would be just being, like Taylor said, being bold. Because I'm kind of a bold person, but like just in getting in front of people and like talking in front of everyone, I kind of start to blink out. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's my turn. What am I going to say? What am I supposed to do? I forget my lines. But then I'm like, just flow with it. Because Miss Jaha always tells us, you just go with the flow. If you forget your lines, go with the flow. And so I'm like, okay, I forgot about them. Just go with the flow.
For me, one thing would have to be speaking up, because whenever we're preparing for something and we need no ideas, I may think of something but not say it. But one thing I learned that if I don't say it, that could have been something that led to something more powerful or something that has more meaning.
Very good.
I think for me, it was more so like Eric, brainstorming, like saying what you think, because it does lead to other things. Like when we went to a barbershop that we were planning on filming at for our upcoming short film, I had said something and we're like, oh yeah, we connected on that level, and then we added onto it. So just being able to speak up about what you think, and not that every idea is a good idea, but just that it can lead to something better.
So what Young Journey does is it brings you out of a possible shell you were in, and you've had new experiences. So what are some of the highlights of things that Young Journey has experienced and you go, wow, we really did this?
Probably whenever we went to Google Fiber and did our show live, because we were just practicing at the Rondock Library, and like, it was just us then. There wasn't really anyone there to like look at us and just go in our face and be like, oh, I'm looking at you right now. And I'm like, but like once we finished it, it was super fun. And like no one really performs at Google Fiber. And I'm like, we just did that. Like I would, like, if I didn't join Young Journey, I would have never done that. Like I wouldn't be here right now. I'd probably be at home doing something else. But like I'm here and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm on the radio right now. Like it's amazing.
Now, if someone wants to actually, they came to you and they said, I want to join, what do they have to do? How do they join? What happens?
I would say you probably contact Miss Jaha. She'll let you know what to do when we meet and everything.
When do you meet?
We meet on Tuesdays.
Help your family member out now.
So if you go to our website, youngjourney.org, there is is it an application form? There's a little form that you can click the link, and it should, after you register and everything, Mr. Jaha should be sending you emails, because the schedule is not set exactly,
right? Because
of the library time that we can get. We meet at the Round Rock Public Library. So whenever we do have meetings, usually I think like the day before or something, she sends out an email just as a reminder.
Okay, all right. Attire, do y'all have a standard thing you wear, or come as you are? And wait a minute, hold on. I'm not finished with my come as you are. So boys, can you wear your pants where I see all your underwear? Girls, can you come in with your hair looking like I just got out of bed and I ran here? Can you do all those things, or is there an entire rule that you need to follow? I see. I see some. Everybody like, okay, wait, who's gonna say it first?
Well, they don't exactly tell us what exactly we have to wear, but they say you have to represent whatever you're doing, so don't go out there looking crazy and everything.
Okay.
Well, personally, I think that it's very disrespectful for men to walk around with the underwear hanging out. Like, everybody's seeing all your business, so you need to just pull your pants up, buy you a belt. Just saying. And then girls with their hair, I don't want to touch on that. 'Cause I don't know if maybe they didn't. Maybe they did work on it and it just looks like that for some people. I don't know. I don't want to say anything about that.
Well, that's your thoughts, so that's good. That's good. She might get you, man. I don't know. Okay.
Okay. I think personally, as a group, the ones of us, there are about 5, 7, 8 of us now that are consistently coming. We don't like to look like. We don't like to look bad. I mean, personally, we really don't. We like to look nice. We try to look nice. So I think it's not. Ms. Jaha wouldn't approve if we came in looking like anybody. Right. But it's just like Tyler said, having the respect for what you do, and just even in representing you and your family. this is how you present yourself.
Okay.
I've always been taught to look presentable wherever I go, and it doesn't even, you don't even have to like look your best as long as you look presentable. Like nobody would want to come to us and ask us to do something if they see us looking tacky. But yeah, just being presentable is what we like to go for.
Okay.
Yes, because as a girl, you know, there's certain things that you can wear to other places, but like when you come around us, you know, it's kind of like we're dressing for success. That's what I would say. You don't like want to wear something that's like not, you know, yet not acceptable. That's because as a leader, people look up to you, and so if they see you wearing something that's not acceptable, they're gonna do the same. And then what image are we showing out there as leaders if it's not acceptable?
Okay. You know, I often I tell adults, and it would work the same for everybody else, is when you become, and not a leader, because I don't like the word leader because then people tack something else onto that. But when you become a person out there in public where you do a lot of things and people are looking up to you, one thing you lose, and I always tell people, you lose the right to look like you anything. You know, because if you're working in your yard and you all of a sudden discover I need to go buy this real fast, and you look her down, when you go to the store, who you gonna find? Somebody gonna say, I want to introduce you to and the first thing you know is, oh man, this is not gonna work. So you lose the right to do that. And you know, one day I was in my yard, I'm working, and I ran out of things, the stuff I used to feed the rose bushes, and I got in my vehicle, got to the end of the driveway and go, no, I can't do that. So I backed up and I just didn't go get it till later on that day because I knew. But I was going, and I realized, no, I just want to find somebody I know, and they're gonna go, I want you to meet, and you like, not this year, you know. So, but you lose that right, and people always say, what do I mean by lose it? You lose that right because beforehand you could did it, nobody cared. But all of a sudden you're doing things in the community and you're involved, and people look up to you, and they pay attention to how you dress. You might not think they do, but they do. And when they see you looking another way, the first thing, well, they come to you and they say, what's wrong? and we know that. And you all are learning that, and that's good, because I asked you about the sagging pants because, as you know, you have a lot of young men who think that, you know, the best thing today to show is tomorrow's underwear or tomorrow's laundry, actually. Because and girls, you've seen some girls get out to show up and look like they just woke up and shook their head and walked out the door and think it's okay because they belong to a group that says it's okay. You know, their inner circle world. So you're here to show them that is not okay. Okay. Ms. Jaha.
Yes.
What are your expectations of kids when they come to Young Journey?
Very high standards.
Okay.
Very high. I'm really proud of this group and all that do come to Young Journey, because it's not, you know, just about the appearance, but about the choices that they're making when they're not there.
Right.
What they're doing in school, what they're doing in the community, in their homes, with their families. So, you know, and it's not to say that everything is perfect, because we know we're in an imperfect world, but we do set the standards to be reached, you know, and when we do that, we typically are surprised because those young people get it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They're a little faster than we are.
True.
Slightly faster than we are, especially on technology. Because I know I have a granddaughter, and her job is to teach me what I don't know. She didn't understand, but that is her job. Because when they come out with something new, I call her on the phone. Excuse me, but I'm picking you up and bringing you to my house. Why you didn't teach me this? Because I have no clue what it is. So technology, you all have it. It's an advantage. Also, I think technology is a disadvantage, because technology has taught you all not to read books. Because I think I'm the one who think reading a book is turning the pages. Now, if I'm on a plane or in a hotel, I'll read it on my tablet because it's there. But at home, I prefer to turn pages. And your generation is turned to swiping the page. Swiping the page over, which is still cool. You know, I'm glad you are here. I'm happy that you're here. And if whatever I can do to help move you further, I'll do it. And maybe I can come see you all in the studio doing commercials or TV interviews. I would like to come and see you all. No, I'm not going to be on there though. No. No. You know, I run from cameras. You know, I'm the professional runner from those things. Radio is cool, I guess, because you don't see me. You know, so I'm good. I'm comfortable at that point. But I want to come and see you all do TV show or videoing someone or doing a commercial. And you know, here we have young people who do that. So at one time or another, we need to hook you all together. Not to say you're going to work together, but you all can exchange information, and you possibly could work together, but you can exchange information because you all might be doing something that they're not, and vice versa. And it would be great to know. Also, I work with a group, and we have a magazine, and I gave Ms. Jaha one of the magazines. So pretty soon, I'll be looking for an article written by Young Journey explaining Young Journey's experience, right? You know what? It's a new thing. On your radio, they can't see your head shaking. They can't. It just started on radio a couple of days ago, so they can't see you're shaking your head. So you need to go to that mic and say something. So I'm gonna see an article, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you all have titles while you're in Journey, correct? Titles like president, you know, sergeant at arms, speaker.
Right. Yeah. So more like job titles.
So
producers.
So what are your job titles in Journey?
Writers and.
So what do you do?
We all kind of come together. We don't really have a specific thing because one person can help out another person. So we just build ideas like that.
Okay. She's like, uh-oh. What's one of the titles?
Me personally, I like to be a host because I like to talk.
Wow.
And so that's kind of whenever I got in my fear of like going with the flow, that's kind of where I'm like, okay, I like to be a host. I like to talk to everyone and get involved. I'm like, okay, I'll talk to you. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I'm like, I can do this.
Okay. So at an event of like 500 people, you can do the meet and greet. How you doing? How's everything?
Yes, ma'am.
You could do that?
I may be a little nervous at first, but pretty soon I'll be like, oh, okay, all right, how are you? How are you doing? All right, this is, you know, so-and-so. And I'm like, okay, all right, I can do this.
Because you know what? When you do that, when you go to a room of 500 or so people and you meet and greet with each one of them, you're going to walk away knowing more than you did. And also, you're going to gain a whole lot of respect from people, because people who can work a room, and that's what it's called, working the room, people who can work a room are unique. People who can work a room are totally different from everybody else, because first of all, it's a lot of work to do. I know that. When I was president for the NAACP and we did a banquet, we had 700 people and I shook 700 people's hands. Hi, how are you? But I did explain to them very nicely, I would not, most likely I would not remember your name. I did, you know, because after 700 people, I'm not gonna remember your name. You know, but I was honestly said that, but still I did, I shook everybody's hand and talked to them. And by you saying you like to do that, that's a great thing. Like I said, you learn a lot and you gain a lot of respect, because people say, one, you took the time out to come and do that when everybody else was going on the mic, hey, how's everybody doing today? Instead, you went in and shook their hand. So that's a great thing. It takes a lot of everything to do that, because I did a deep breathing for, okay, I'm going. So I commend you for that.
Thank you.
So what are some of the other positions that you have and you do?
One of them is storyboard. I like that one because it's like a blank page. You have your idea, you need to put it on the paper, and they put it on the screen.
Cool. Okay.
I like interviewing. I think it's really fun. We went to an event, a Glimmer of Hope event in Austin, and I got to do a couple of interviews there. That was really fun.
It is fun interviewing because you're the one in charge.
Oh. What did you say?
It's now on the front page of the website.
It is now on the front page of the website.
And the website number and the website is?
youngjourney.org.
Okay, and before we close, is there anything that I did not ask you or you didn't say that you need to say? I know there is. It's got to be.
My family.
Okay. So is there anything about Young Journey that we didn't talk about that you need to tell everybody?
We've also made songs. We have 3 different songs. One we did for mental healthness. Mental
health awareness.
Mental health awareness. Yes,
Okay.
And then another one we did for our Young Journey theme song, and then another one me and Tyler made called Get Moving.
Good. Okay. I like that. So next time you come on, you're all going to sing it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, really, for real? I'm serious.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's in my head, right? It's already there. So when I call you, you need music and everything for it? If you don't need music,
no, ma'am, we don't. Need
oh, okay, all right, because we was gonna put Joe to work then if y'all needed music. Okay, I want to thank anything, Ms. Howard, you need.
Yes, you were saying that you would come and see some of their videos.
Yes,
you guys
I
can
want
go
to.
on the website and check that out already at youngjourney.org.
Okay.
We have a YouTube channel, so a lot of the videos are there.
Okay.
And just want to let everybody know that we're also always in need of sponsorships and donations to help to
Yes.
keep the program going for our cause, which also can be donated at youngjourney.org. And if I could take a minute to acknowledge our ongoing sponsors, A Glimmer of Hope Austin, Round Rock Public Library, Austin Film Society, AISD, Round Rock Area Center, Heather Lynn Smith, McMurrs and KAZI, and Miss Phyllis. Thank you so very much.
You're very
We appreciate
welcome.
you.
You're very welcome. Like I said, I love young people coming on because you all are today. So if anybody ever tell you are tomorrow, tell them that you're living. So you are today. But I want to thank everyone for listening to KISS Community Connections 103.1 KISS FM. I want you to always remember, you cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Bye now.